Some people my age say that they were bullied at school, but it hasn't affected them. This is by way of a response to that. If it's other people who build the framework on which you hang your idea of yourself, then the school bully must take a great deal of responsibility because they have contributed a great deal to that framework. I remember in 1972 when I first came to the conclusion that I was a waste of space. I was quite happy with that, because that was a sort of a form of self-knowledge which I didn't have before. I noticed a lot of people of my age say that they were bullied at school, but it never did them any harm. I've got to know a lot of people and got quite friendly with some of them who were bullied at school, and they're all different, but they do have one thing in common, quite a lot of them, that when they've been to psychology professionals, they've been told that they have some sort of personality disorder. Now, I would not agree with that. I would say that it is their personality. I refuse to take refuge behind things like personality disorder or syndrome. It's quite comforting to say that you have this, and that there are certain things you can't do. But I would say that this is just my personality. It's anxious. It's afraid. It likes to run away, but it's still my personality. So I suppose you could say thank you to the school bully, because he's contributed to the way you are today. The last time that I was bullied, though, I did stand up. I did stand up to the bully. I didn't back down. And that was almost the first time I haven't. And at that time I was 50 years old. So I just like these people who say that it hasn't affected them to reflect on how they now perceive themselves, and whether at any time they saw themselves any differently, and if they can remember before they started being a bully-built person.